So I recently rewatched American Psycho for the first time in years, and following this rewatch, I have to say, it was a lot better than I remember it being, and also a lot more ambiguous than I remember it being as well, and that's completely done on purpose. Between the book and the movie, you're not truly meant to know what's real and what's not, or what you should think or believe. One of the biggest examples of this were the scenes with Willem Dafoe, which were all filmed 3 times with him completely believing Patrick Bateman, completely suspecting Patrick Bateman, and one kind of more in the middle, and these takes were spliced together to keep you guessing on purpose, which is brilliant. Now see, when I was younger, I always remembered this movie being much more straightforward than it actually was, and after rewatching it, it's a completely different film. As soon as it was over, I found myself asking so many questions. What actually happened? And I have some theories that I'm going to get into, but first let's talk about the movie itself. I think by far the most important and impressive part of this entire film are the performances. There are some really talented performers in this film, most of all Christian Bale's acting as Patrick Bateman. The way he's able to portray this insane narcissistic maniac, going through the motions of being a serial killer and having a psychotic break, is extremely impressive. He got completely into this role and I couldn't imagine anyone else playing this character. The studio behind it wanted Leonardo DiCaprio and were willing to give him $20 million for it, and Edward Norton was also in the running, but neither of those materialized, and they took a chance with a not as well-known actor with Christian Bale, and it paid off in a big way, because reportedly, had they cast Leo in the role, the film would have ended up costing $40 million, and with the film making $34 million at the box office, they would have been losing money. Although, with a name like Leo, this film probably would have made more money, but since they ended up casting Christian Bale, who didn't get paid anywhere near as much, the film only ended up costing $7 million to make, so that $34 million actually ended up making this film a success and an immediate cult classic. I think this film really explores the selfish nature of its characters extremely well. The themes of consumerism, materialism, and consciousness, and its satirical take on Wall Street and just that era of the 80s in general is really well done. It feels completely surreal, and all of that and the ambiguity of it all spawned dozens of theories on what's actually going on. What's real? What's not? Did Bateman kill people? Was it all in his head? There are even theories that Patrick Bateman is actually in hell, doomed to live through this unfulfilled, empty existence, where no matter what he does, he never understands himself any better, and nobody cares enough to take notice. There are theories that maybe he was Paul Allen the whole time, and Jared Leto's character was doing what Bateman did throughout the film, just simply not correcting those who got his identity mixed up. But hey, while that might seem a bit too far-fetched to me personally, the beauty of this film is that nothing is too far-fetched. It lets you fill in the story and watch it as you see fit. And I've seen a few movies that have done that, but none have stuck out to me like this one. Now I do want to mention one thing. Some people may say, well hey, there's an American Psycho 2, and in the beginning of that movie, we see Bateman doing his serial killer thing, and then he's promptly murdered. Now thankfully, this movie has been explicitly said to be completely non-canon to the original. I just wanted to bring it up because A, I wanted to call it terrible, it's terrible, and B, to explain why the second movie having Patrick Bateman in it doesn't confirm or deny anything. It's all still up in the air. But honestly, the way I've been thinking about it, I do believe that Patrick Bateman killed people. I also believe he was having a psychotic break, that something in him snapped funkier than usual, and in the end, it never really matters what he does because everyone is just so focused on their own interests that even if one of their colleagues was going around and sloppily butchering their friends, they wouldn't even really notice or care because nobody really knows each other. They all dress the same, get their hair cut by the same barbers, and act completely the same, and constantly confuse people for other people. And Patrick has gotten completely consumed by this vapid lifestyle. He'll never receive the punishment he yearns for. He'll never receive answers, or like he says, gain a deeper understanding of himself. He's a terrible serial killer who barely puts any effort into not getting caught, and whose ass was only saved by a lawyer, either confusing Paul Allen for someone else or being paid off to pretend like he did. And a lady who wanted to sell a place so bad that she covered that part up, or once again was paid to. We know that Bateman's father is a super powerful guy, so money wouldn't be an object to get those people to keep this quiet. And Patrick is ultimately nothing. A hollow shell with no true goals or objectives. The film ends and nothing has truly changed in his life. He'll likely continue to experience psychosis and keep killing, and the people around him won't notice or care because all that matters is appearance. I saw a great take that helps reinforce this. This person said that the point of the whole movie is that whether he killed all of those people, simply some of those people, or none of those people at all, it doesn't matter. Because if ignoring it and leaving it be could keep the day-to-day running, do it. Because money is everything and who really cares? Everyone is fake and nobody matters to anybody anyway, but might as well keep the gravy train going. And from what I know about the book, is that it's much more disturbed than the movie, which honestly nowadays seems tame by movie standards. I'd really be interested in reading the book. If you've been familiar with my channel at all, you know I'm a really big reader, and American Psycho has always kind of interested me, so I'm probably gonna pick it up and give it a shot. But back to the movie. I really liked it, and I feel like every time I watch it, I might walk out of it with a different opinion on how things actually happened. And like I've been saying, that's the confusing yet interesting beauty of it. I'm definitely not done with this movie. I'll definitely make more content about the movie in the future, but for now, thank you for watching. My next video is going to be part 4 of my Dexter book series video, and I'm excited to get that going. But until then, thank you for watching. I will see you guys later.